Hello and welcome back to my channel. Glory to Jesus, honor to Mary and Joseph. Christine Turner was an outspoken supporter of abortion who didn't believe in God. She even used to speak at events on the topic, why abortion is good for society. But now, the 21-year-old activist is an ardent pro-life advocate who recently announced her intention to join the Catholic Church. I am joining the Catholic Church. There is so much more I wish I could say, but it will take an eternity, Christine said. There is a God-shaped hole in my heart, she wrote on her Twitter, May 29th. I have tried to fill it with everything under the sun, but that's not possible. I need him as much as he wants me. Turner said she came to her decision through a lot of small things, but her involvement in pro-life advocacy played a big part. After suffering abuse by a high school teacher and thinking she had become pregnant by that abuse, she researched about abortion. After that, Turner said, she had to reconsider her pro-abortion position. I realize this act of violence against me is parallel to the act of violence committed against an unborn child who is not seen as fully human and whose body is not respected and therefore can be violently violated. And when that happened, Turner said, I knew I had to do something. However, she said, as a feminist and as somebody who's progressive and is still progressive, I thought there wasn't a place for me in the pro-life movement. She decided to speak up for life anyway, first starting a pro-life group on her college campus, then founding her own non-profit, Take Feminists Back. According to its LinkedIn profile, the group exists to assist pregnant and parenting people in need. We also work to promote progressive social change that includes all people from the womb to the tomb. Since 2001, Turner has worked as communication director for Progressive Anti-Abortion Uprising, an organization whose mission is to achieve socio-political justice for the preborn by mobilizing anti-abortion activists for direct action and opposing elective abortion through a progressive lens. Members have protested in front of abortion centers and marched in front of the Supreme Court. The organization also uncovered potential illegal activity by a Washington, D.C. abortionist last year after discovering the bodies of 115 babies outside an abortion clinic. Imagine. It was through her pro-life work that Turner felt drawn to the Catholic Church. It was really through that work and seeing how fruitful an act of sacrifice could be and how transformational an act of sacrifice could be that drew me into the church, she said. And just seeing the sacrifice of Jesus and what he was willing to do to humanize, to help save our lives. Turner also cited the number of Catholics involved in the pro-life movement who talked with her about the church. There's just many things that have brought me here, but the main one has been seeing how necessary it is to sacrifice for these unborn children. Amazing, isn't it? That since she was a pro-life, she was not believing in God at all. She didn't believe that God existed. She supported abortion, that she was even saying why abortion is good for the society. But now, she felt deep down in her that there should be a place in God for God in her life. And like St. Augustine would say, our soul is restless until they rest in God. Until we find that joy which only God gives. Nothing on earth, I repeat, nothing on earth, not even money, not even wealth, not even cars, not even dress, nothing will fill the vacuum of God in our lives. So let us go back to God. This is a clarion call for all of us to go back to God like Christine did. Someone that didn't believe in God, and suddenly she recognizes that God is really missing in her, and now she is back to the faith. We thank God for her life, as we also pray that God will give us the grace to also go back to Him and recognize that we are nothing without God. As such, live a worthy life here on earth and merit heaven at last. Amen.